The theory of justice is a political and moral philosophy developed by John Rawls in his book A Theory of Justice, first published in 1971, that seeks to explore the principles of fairness, equality, and justice in society. Rawls sought to create a comprehensive and systematic theory of justice that could provide a basis for evaluating social institutions and practices. Rawls begins by imagining a hypothetical state of nature, in which people are stripped of all their social and economic advantages and placed behind a veil of ignorance. In this hypothetical scenario, people do not know their own social status, natural abilities, or preferences. Rawls then argues that in this state of ignorance, rational individuals would agree to a set of basic principles that would ensure fairness and justice for all. His theory stood for distributive justice and just distribution of primary goods in a society. Rawls supported a contract-based theory of justice that was based on the original position, state of nature earlier envisioned by Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and J. Rousseau, individual rationality, making a choice amongst various means for optimum result, and decision-making, social contract. Rawls combined liberty and equality, liberal egalitarian, in his conception of distributive justice that he called justice as fairness. He described justice as the first virtue of social institutions, and all political and legislative decisions should be based on justice to determine the distribution of primary goods. Primary goods are the ones for which it is rational for a person to want more rather than less. These are of two types. Natural goods, these are goods like intelligence, health, talent that are affected by social institutions but not distributed by them. Social goods, these include income, wealth and opportunities etc. that are directly distributed by social institutions and are affected by them directly. Rawls talks of a state of nature where people consensually decide the type of society in which they will live. In this state of nature, he has said that the individuals are in an original position. To eliminate selfish interests and biases of different kinds, Rawls assumes that the original position means the following. Individuals are mutually indifferent, self-interested but not egoists. They seek to maximize their own interests like liberty, income etc. by agreeing to form the society. There is a veil of ignorance between the individuals which prevents them from knowing details like skill, social background, income etc. about others. Despite the veil of ignorance, the individuals will make rational choices as they are rational decision makers and would devise principles that would lead to just distribution in society. Rawls proposed the idea of the original position as a way to determine what a just society should look like. In the original position, individuals are behind a veil of ignorance where they do not know their social position, class, abilities, or any other characteristics that would affect their position in society. From this position, individuals would agree upon a set of principles that would ensure a fair and just society. According to Rawls, the two fundamental principles of justice are the principle of equal basic liberties. This principle holds that each person should have an equal right to the most extensive basic liberties that are compatible with similar liberties for all others. The difference principle. This principle allows for inequalities in society as long as they benefit the least advantaged members of society. Rawls argues that any inequalities in society should be arranged so as to maximize the benefits for the least advantaged members of society. Rawls argued that a just society is one where everyone is guaranteed certain basic rights and liberties and where social and economic inequalities are arranged to benefit the least advantaged. Under the above-mentioned conditions, each individual would want to maximize his own self-interest, but since he does not know the details of others, everyone is likely to choose a society that would minimize his potential losses. Individuals would make sure that even the worst of persons is not too destitute, in case he turns out to be one such person. It is called the maximizing principle as it maximizes their minimum welfare.